Bougie Show, keep it live. It's the Bougie Show, try to keep it live. We live, tell us what you wanna hear. When we turn up, you gon' turn up. Turn around and tell a friend. It's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Tell them it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn up. All around the world, you gon' hear us. Turn up. Everywhere we go, you gon' hear us. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Cause it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Turn up, turn up.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ, and across from me is a lady that keeps a strap. Hope you know what I mean by that. If you show her yours, she'll show you hers. I don't know if you heard, but she's a top 0.0 content creator on OF, a world-renowned novelty. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 X-Biz Award winner. She's just became a wifey. I'm sure she's been on your mind. The one and only Miss Tiffani time is in the building. That was a lot.
It was a lot. Yes, they do. You did fantastic.
Thank you for joining us. I know it's been rough for both of us this morning, but we are here, and it's about to go down. Tiffani time is in the building. You're really toned. You and Sweet Vicky, are you familiar with her?
I believe I'm familiar with the name.
She's from Texas. Yeah, she lives, and she's very. I think you two might be the most toned. She actually used to be a police officer.
Nice.
Dallas Police. Yeah, so now she's out there. But when I saw you, the first thing came to my head was Sweet Vicky. So I just wanted to ask you if you knew who she was. Is that fitness has always been a part of your journey, or is it until you joined the industry?
Oh no, fitness has always been a part of my lifestyle. Yeah.
Do the people that's around you, like your everyday people, your peers, everybody else is into too? So
yeah.
You are what you hang around. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
That type of thing. What industry did you achieve your master's degree in?
I have a master's in science.
In science.
Yep, and I went to school for nursing, so I have a master's in nursing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still actively doing it? Because I've had retired registered nurse that got into the industry. How long did you spend doing that prior to joining the adult film industry?
10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about 10 years.
Was there not passion?
Oh, no, I love it.
Oh, okay.
I love it. It's just, and I have a passion for science. I really have always really enjoyed the sciences. I just wanted to explore something different. Nursing is fantastic and very fulfilling, but it is also a lot to take home. There's a lot of baggage there that comes with that.
Could you see yourself going back to it or no?
Potentially.
Yeah.
I would like to eventually just do it in a different way. Like I would like to volunteer my time as a nurse practitioner and not so much to get paid for it because it's not really about that. No.
Got it.
Yeah.
Did you really assist in building rocket ships?
No.
When I was preparing for your interview, so these are the things I saw. No.
So, I used to, when I would go out to bars, like saying like, oh, I'm a nurse practitioner, that's fun. But telling people that you don't know, that have no interest in really getting to know you other than like superficial, it's quite fun to just like, I don't know, tell a little fib and see how they react to it. So I would tell people, oh, yeah, I build rocket ships, used to work for NASA.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
I was like, okay.
I built a really hard rocket ship.
I got you, plotter. Was it really a Reddit post that ultimately led you to joining the adult film industry?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know how much I can say or cannot say.
We'll edit
here.
it out. Yeah,
we'll say. So one day I just posted a Reddit post wearing a big black strap, and I was like, "Who's your daddy?" And everybody was like,
"You're showing your face too?"
Daddy. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Full on naked, like strap on.
Yeah.
Big black hanging.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
We're going to get to the straps. We're going to get there. Okay. All right. So you did that. What was the silver line? Like, what was the true deciding factor where you was like, all right, I'm going to post this. I'm literally going to post this. Because once you post it, that's it. It's out.
That's it.
So what when you were like,
So
okay.
I have always wanted to be in the adult film industry from the very beginning, probably from about 18 years old, and that's something I visited time and time again. But I did things the more traditional way, as far as like going to school and coming up with a career path, and then eventually was able to kind of branch out and say like, hey, I've established myself educationally. I feel more, more confident in that. I feel like this may be a good time to venture out into the adult world, and I love it.
Were did you practice polyamorous or swinger lifestyle prior?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Yeah, not particularly. I've kind of that's kind of grown over time.
So you dwindling that a
A
little
bit
bit?
more
Oh,
open now. Yeah.
On the poly side or more on the swinger side? Because I found out the real way, like a former U.S. Marshal in California, him and his wife, and because she got to the point where she just was bored and wasn't satisfied, and then they implemented polyamorous lifestyle.
So no, it was never that.
Okay.
It was never like it was never a lack of satisfaction or anything of the sort. It was more of like, hey, it really came out when it was like, hey, like, I'm really into girls. I love women.
Yeah, we all do. Applaud
Yeah, and kind of expanded more on that, and that, one thing led to another. And of course, there's boundaries and lines and rules, but yeah.
I usually ask this question during Moment of Truth segment, but since I confirmed on your Twitter that you were really out here strapped up pegging men, could you date a man that requested you to be pegged by you more often than less? I should say
more often. So you're insinuating that if I were in a relationship,
could you be with somebody that wanted it on a weekly basis?
Only that. Sure.
I would say only that.
Sure, but I'm still gonna get my needs one way or another.
Okay.
So
wait. So when you're saying only that, like he just wants to be pegged. You guys still intimate and do all that, but he just wants it on a regular basis. You're content with that?
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, okay.
I'm down.
You wouldn't look at it like, no. Because I've had I think it was yesterday, she was saying, I peg men. I just wouldn't date a man that wanted me to peg them. So I was trying to figure out, like, is there
No.
Like, so what do you think when you hear that? Do you think that they just like to feel dominant?
I guess, like as far as the woman,
yeah,
like I think that she doesn't mind like fulfilling those needs for somebody, but she's not interested in a romantic relationship with someone who has one preference over another. I'm not that way. I like to dabble in a bit of everything. So pegging for me, if you want to be pegged, that's great. But I'm gonna get mine too. So one way or another.
When you say get yours, what are we talking?
Either I'm going to strap and peg you as much as you want, but I'm also going to take what I want from you sexually.
So it's the dominant aspect of it that gets you. With the first person you ever pegged, was it a woman or a man?
It was a man.
Okay. And was that something you had to put a lot of thought process into? So like, do I really want to do this, or you just like,
no, not particularly. I don't know. It all kind of started with a little slip of the finger, and then.
Okay. I want to break it down because I know you do this for real. Like, you got other ones say they peg, but when I was preparing for your interview, I saw this. So when you're pegging, is there like you have to loosen it up first, and then have you had it where some men you could just slide on in with the?
Oh, it depends. Some guys are just like size kings, So sometimes they surprise me.
Are these clients? Do you get clients like and they like pay you for like that service? No,
I don't do that.
Because I've had that.
Yeah, no, that's not really, that's not my thing.
Okay.
I like to have sex with who I like to have sex with.
So these are collabs with other performers that you're doing this with?
Or personal partners. That are not within the industry.
Okay. And for women, do you participate in that also?
I'll strap them too.
Do you?
Everybody can get it.
What's the significant difference between the two? When you're the man and the woman,
men and women?
Pegging, yeah.
A significant difference.
Yeah. Do you is the stroke slower, or you still blowing out the back?
Everyone's different. I love to blow out the back. Don't get me wrong. With both men and women. I don't think that there's a significant difference. It's just about all about reading your partner. Some girls are real gentle. I notice women that I strap are often a lot more soft and submissive and gentle, and a lot of the men, just want me to fuck them up. Yeah, they like it rough.
And are you talking to them in a dominant way too while you're giving it to them? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Tiffani time is in the building on the Bougie Show. So you do feel empowered to it. Is that fair to say?
Sure.
Okay. If you could peg 3 United States presidents, who would those back shots go to? Dead or alive? I don't know if we should say the dead. Would that be disrespectful? She talked about pegging.
All right. Barack Obama.
Okay. All right.
He can get it.
Do you make them wear something, or would they be naked?
No, okay. That's really up to what they like and what they're into. Okay. It's not one size fits all.
Give me 2 more.
Yeah, give you 2 more. I think Bill Clinton could get it. Who's another one?
You wouldn't peg Trump just because of he's Trump? Just to see him be submissive, you wouldn't do it?
It's just not giving.
Okay, all right.
Oh goodness. Who else?
You didn't say Bush. You didn't say Kennedy. You didn't say Lyndon Johnson. Who else is out there?
Kennedy could have gotten it a long time ago.
Which one, Robert or John?
Robert.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're God, I don't want to lose what I was going to say. I lost it when I went to the next question. It'll come back. I saw on Twitter that you officially became a wifey after performing with Isaiah Maxwell and Hollywood Cash. How was that experience, and what kind of vagina maintenance took for you to prepare for that scene?
Okay, let's run that back. Okay. So that was my second time on Wifey.
Oh, okay.
My first time on Wifey. My first time on Wifey was with Jack Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm familiar with him.
And as far as prep, you mean in regards
because you're dealing with the well-endowed men and just the scene, and especially with 2 men, what is the mental and physical preparation that has to go into that?
It's all, drink your water.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Make sure that you're comfortable.
Okay.
I think that, every girl is different. Warming up is great, but for me, it's just all I need to do is suck a little and
then
get
you open
get
up
wet.
Water,
yeah,
goddammit.
A bonafide freak in the building.
Tiffani time is a bonafide freak, ladies and gents. Where at any point were you skeptical about performing with 2
men?
Yeah. Was that? Oh, you've done it before. Okay.
No, that was actually my first.
Okay.
My first. 2-man that was just solely focused on me.
Yes.
And I was excited for that. You never really have to ask me twice to up the ante. So I'm like, oh yeah, give me.
How long was the shoot?
I think the scene itself about 40 minutes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you when you come on set? Are you the one that you initiate the conversation, or is it you wait for the male performer, the male talent?
Generally speaking, I say hello. I'm very upfront and forward. Yeah. So generally, if I see you, I'm gonna say hello. Yeah.
When Isaiah Maxwell, he's been on the show twice. Is that the only time you've worked with him?
He's lovely. Yeah. No, we did a collab before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's cool. Who out there do you want to collab with that you haven't had the opportunity?
Goodness. I would love to collab with Jason Love.
Okay, Jason Love. All right.
He has a great look.
What about Scott Nails?
Scott Nails. Yeah, filming with Scott Nails. I have not worked with any of these, Mac or Scott Nails, but I would love to.
Have you gone down to Florida to shoot yet for any companies?
No, not to Florida.
Okay. Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Tiffani time. So when I interviewed Princess Emily, and I know you're toned and you're in shape, so you can. But she, it was revealed to me that she would have to go visit the chiropractor and get massages and things like that when performing with heavier individuals. Is that something you've had to do?
No. I just stretch out and get back in the gym.
Do you do like a yoga stretching? Do you do that type of stuff?
I wish I did it more. I wish I did a bit more stretching. It would come in handy. No, but I've never had to do that. I like the weight. I'll just put it on me.
Yeah. You prefer to work with the skinny guys?
Skinny guys are great,
Yeah.
but I love like
thicker.
muscular, thick, fit guys. Like, and I like feeling it's like a weighted blanket.
Got it. Applaud her. Goddamn it, Tiffany. Is there any retired performer out there you would like to have to perform with or work with in their prime?
A retired performer.
Yeah. It's no longer in the industry that you like, wow, this guy looks like a great performer.
You know what? I don't know if I'm not great with like history and like, I just don't, it takes me a bit to like recognize faces and I have to, kind of pick them out.
Do you, when you're, these performers and you get into the industry, do you give tip, like especially when you're working with somebody that might just come in like you more experienced, do you advise them on what do you go about making them feel comfortable?
Like if they're fresh?
Yes.
If they're fresh. I just tell them to open communication is probably the best possible thing that you could have with anybody. With me, with any other talent. Expressing, we always go over like before a scene, like
the boundaries.
What you don't want to happen. But I like to ask more so now, what do you like? You like your balls tickled?
Yeah.
Like what really gets you going?
Okay.
Like, do you like kissing? Like, don't tell you can tell me like what you don't like, but please give me information about what you like. And I think that that's good advice for anybody, that is new.
So you're very transparent when you're working. For instance, when you're working with male talent, what is on your no list? Like what you don't?
I don't like being, I don't, it doesn't intrigue me to be stepped on. Like, don't step on my head.
Step on, foot on the head, foot on the neck type of thing.
Yeah,
okay.
that does not,
do
do it for me.
Degrading talk?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but just don't step on my head. Okay. When you got into this industry, you were an adult, and was the transition to becoming a performer and the everyday people in your life, did you, like, I remember I interviewed Andy Avalon back in 2023, and she was a married couple, and she lost her gym membership and things of that nature. Did you get any backlash, or people distance themselves from you once they found out you were Tiffani Time?
100%. 100%. More so with family than friends. But the way I see it is that anybody who is not supposed to be in my life or doesn't love me for me and what I love and like what I like to do and what makes me happy, then they don't have a place at the table.
How did they find out? Because that's the big thing I hear a lot. They go out their way to tell your family members, and it's not their place to do that. Was it?
I tell pretty much everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm very open about, I'm very good with communication, and I'd rather you know me for who I am, so I'm not trying to put on a front to you,
that's
you know.
100. Yeah, we can applaud that. That's 100. That's real. I want to go into a little bit of the pegging. When you're the mindset, like, do you have like a suitcase, like on some Hitman Desperado, like you pull out the suitcases and boom?
I got all kinds of cases, baby. I got cases, I got bins, I got tubs, I got totes, brief bag.
So when you have, say, some kind of maintenance got to get done at the house, and you got a technician or whoever to come up, how does that go about? Do you have to?
It's a mad rush. I grab a bin or any bag, and I'm running around throwing stuff in bags.
It's time to stop the fuckery.
A heads up is always good. Yeah.
You write these things off as business, right? When purchasing these things and things of that nature.
For sure.
Right? Yeah. And how much, like, on a figure, how often do you have to re-up?
I buy what I like.
Do you buy it online, or do you go to like a store?
I buy it online. Do more research that way.
And when you decide to buy something, do you check out the reviews? Is there a certain type of material you're looking for?
Yeah, generally I'm looking at like how it feels. Like, it might look cool, but I want to know how it feels.
So you are trying to identify the texture of the product?
For sure.
And what type of texture out there that you usually go for?
I like it when as far as toys go, dildos, whatever. I like when it feels real. So like when it has a bit of motion to it. Like there's one particular one that I love because the foreskin kind of moves and the texture feels very realistic. That's usually what I'm going for.
As far as the garments, you just wear the strap, or do you have like a wife beater on, or is it?
I love being naked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so strapping naked is great, but I know that people I love latex and I love leather, so either of those are great, but like if it's just me, I can do the job with just my strap.
Okay. I've never gone that much into detail with strap, but I know that's what you do with that, so that's why I wanted to really get a little bit more insight. Your first professional shoot was with whom?
My first professional shoot.
Yes.
I believe was with Wifey.
Oh, so that was with Jack Slayer.
Yes.
So he's a huge man. Were you intimidated in any kind of way, or
No.
You were ready? Mm-mm. You know, do you check out a performer before you work with them? What do you think when you hear certain female performers say that they don't? I'm like, that's insanity, right? Because you don't know what
you should do your due diligence.
Yes, you should do your due diligence. I don't understand how some people just like, oh, I'll just deal with it when I get there. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? You might do that research and then realize that like you don't really need to see them in person because you don't like them already online.
So when you're paying attention, when you're deciding to collab with somebody, because you're a full-grown woman, what are you looking for in that person?
I like someone who's like energy and look. I feel like I could vibe with. Like, I like the type of tweets they make. I like the things that they say. Like, I hear it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's relatable.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a sense of your personality and also what kind of content you like
That's
to
what
make.
I was going to get to. Okay, so now really more towards the content side. When you're critiquing their content, what are you looking for?
Things, little similarities.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or the complete opposite, something totally different that I think is like new and fresh and I'd love to be a part of, you know?
The performers that I've spoken with, they say they pay attention to the lighting. Is it focused on the girl? You know what I'm saying? It's okay to see the man's face, but we need to see the woman. Do you pay attention to that also?
Yeah.
And
some guys like they want their good angles and like.
That's a big thing. Have you done like the POVs, the reality? What do you call it? The VR thing?
Virtual reality?
Yeah. Is that difficult to shoot? The performer yesterday was telling us how difficult.
I haven't shot it yet, but I have heard that it is a long day.
Any female performers out there that you wouldn't mind collaborating with that you see like I think we would do though, from pictures to performance?
Oh yeah, but I mean, you have classics, like you have like Angela White. I used to love Kiss the Sins, like I used to love Kiss the Sins. I think that's what was my first like little girl crush, and that was way before I had been in the industry. Yeah, Angela White, Ivy Ireland is beautiful. Octavia Red is so hot.
She was great. She was so great. She was so great.
Yeah, there's so many. But
girls you're linked in with Erica. Erica can help you out with that.
Yeah, I usually address it. I usually address it myself. You know.
Okay. Yeah. No,
and in time.
How do you go about making sure? Well, actually, no. There's something I want to tap in a little bit. When you are there and you're preparing for, like, how do you schedule, like, do you take the next day off or do you shoot like back-to-backs? Collabs, whether you're on set, how do you go about like just staying in a good space mentally and physically?
I just look at my calendar and I'm like, yeah, that works or that doesn't. I try to, I used to pump out multiple scenes. Like as a content creator, I would do 4 scenes in a day. I'd have a group of people and we'd all we'd have a little content spot and we'd all like put an agenda and a list of like what's going on today, who's shooting with who, what's going on. But now I'm much more like intrigued by the quality of just one video. Like I want to get all the stills, all the photos. I want to get the video. I want the lights to be great. So I can take my time a bit.
Yeah, no, Tiffani Time joining us on the Bougie Show. Do you have a go-to move on camera?
A go-to move on camera? Oh, that depends which way we're working.
Okay.
Am I slinging it or?
It is time to stop the fuck.
That's a great response because you're just like, okay, I play both sides of the fence. So, all right, so when you are slanging it, we'll start with.
Yeah, that's
I'm talking to a woman. Okay, that's like, I was like, okay, when you're slanging it, what's your go-to move?
I like the man like in doggy style, and I like to be like on top of him, like on my feet on the bed.
Like your toes synced in the ground?
My toes in the bed, my hand on his back, pushing his face down, and just, go-to move, and then I can look back at the camera.
Do you slap the butt cheeks?
Oh yeah, I'll slap your cheeks. I'll slap his cheeks. I'll slap my own cheeks just for the fuck of it.
Oh my god! So how's your stroke game? Have you like enhanced your stroke game? Like
I've heard it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? I'm laughing so hard because I'm talking to a woman and you're talking like, yo, you just laying wood out here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes angle it? Or you just straight in, or do you?
Oh no, I angle it because like sometimes I gotta like grab the cheek and I'm like opening it up to the camera and I'm hitting it from the side. Like I'm trying to see it. And sometimes I look back at the camera, but I'm not looking at myself. I'm looking at what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, now when you're receiving it,
Yeah.
when you're the one that's getting serviced, what's your go-to move with that?
Go-to move.
Do you
like,
wrap your legs around them? Do you fondle the testicles? What do you like? What do you do to?
You know what? I
what do you
really
do?
like. There's a couple. I really like prone bone because I'm just, and if I'm a prone bone, I'm just.
Wait, what's that? What's
like
that?
prone bone, like just like.
You gotta elaborate. I'm
all
square.
right, I'm laying flat on my tummy and like he's just behind me,
okay,
just
gotcha.
going
That's
at
what
it.
you call that?
Yeah, prone bone.
Prone bone.
Yeah,
okay.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I quite like cowgirl too. You know, especially if you're doing it on camera, it's quite.
It looks
nice.
good, but I heard a
Yeah.
lot of females complain about it and how they have to get their squat game up because of so much work.
I'm not worried about it.
That.
I could squat.
Have you been in a pretzel?
A pretzel, like
That's the J
legs
Mac.
behind
Oh
my
no, wait,
head.
that's the full Nelson. Wait, the pretzel because I had somebody had to elaborate. The
Full Nelson?
the full
Yeah,
Nelson.
yeah. That was like a classic little wifey photo they took with Slayer.
Okay,
Jack
when
Slayer.
the full Nelson is most effective, like when you're on an angle of a couch. Is that the best way to do it?
I think so. I think so. Well, I mean, it just depends how flexible the girl is too. Like, how far can you pull your legs back to get them, you know, over his elbows? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're not necessarily attracted to the male performer, do you use lubricant or is it imagination? Because I've heard both. Or you focus on one part of something that you can go off of. What do you do to just stay in the zone?
Spit on it.
Oh, okay. So you just do what you got to do to get psychologically locked in.
I think that's the best way for me.
It's not even a matter of what's in front of you. It's a matter of
for sure.
performing.
You're just trying to and trying to just gauge it like naturally. Like if we were doing this off camera, how would we work it?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with lube either.
There's nothing wrong with okay. What does well, before we go to that, what's your most embarrassing moment while filming?
Oh, most embarrassing moment while filming. I don't know. I have to think about
Have
this.
you had any? Like I had a young lady working with Dredd, and she said, Dredd told me accidents happen because he does a lot of backdoor. Have you done backdoor?
Yeah, I've done backdoor.
Off the clock
but,
or on the clock?
Off the clock.
Okay.
I've
Not your thing?
done. I've done a little bit like content wise. It just, you know what it is. It just takes time and preparation, and I'm always in a rush. Like I'm always like I'm a fast like type A personality. I'm always moving.
Are you shooting like when you come to LA? Do you schedule collabs and do all that too? Like okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Who are you working with? Anybody we know of?
Like this weekend.
Yeah.
I hope so, but I don't want to kiss and tell or
Oh,
give something away.
You didn't set it up yet?
I
set
set
you
it
just
up.
want to make sure it gets
Yeah.
before you speak on it. I respect. Trust me, I understand. What does Tiffani time spend her money on?
My car.
Oh, you're a car girl. Oh, like what do you do? Like you enhance mufflers?
No.
Lights? What?
I like nice cars.
What are you driving?
I have a 2026 911 GTS.
Oh, okay.
Porsche. I spend my money on my car.
Do you how long do you keep a car for?
That depends. I think I think the best thing to do to keep like the value of it, because Porsches like their value stays pretty.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't decline as much. Yeah. So about every 2 years, I think.
Is it you like the convertible, like you drop the top type?
I like hard tops,
okay,
but I'm a
gotcha.
sucker for a convertible too. Yeah.
What do you feel? What does Tiffani time feel like needs when it comes to your sex game? You can get better at.
There's room for improvement everywhere and every which way. I could do a little bit better of a job probably when it comes to like, girls will say like, oh yeah, I like it soft and like it gentle, but then that requires me, because I'm quite dominant and I'm quite aggressive, that requires me to scale way back. And then I'm too far back. So like not going, like I can get better at trying to just adjust to like that, like what's not too much and what's just enough, without lacking a little bit.
So basically with the women, not with the men. The men you don't have that issue with. Okay. February 19th, you tweeted, quote, "It's all fun and games until you are taking me out to dinner with a fat fucking plug in your ASS." Stop the fuckery.
It is time to stop
What
the
led to that tweet?
That sounds like me. That sounds like something I might say.
Was that a random thought? What led to that? Okay, all right. Those are
All
random.
my tweets are pretty random thoughts.
The day before February 18th, you tweeted, quote, "I'm getting a coffee so I have more energy to swing this heavy DICK."
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Yo, you like exposed, like just randomly. Just tweet it. Like, are you at a light when you're tweeting this?
No,
or are you
it's
drinking
just a
coffee?
thought. Yeah, it's just a thought. Like, and I try to like do my socials, like as my day progresses, so that it doesn't feel like I ever have to like stop to work and like drag it out. I try to do it as I go. So these are just random thoughts that I'm throwing out there.
With you are there was a retweet, and I've been asking performers about this. February 23rd, her name was Lat Barbie tweeted, quote, "If I have any advice to girls, unless you plan to do mainstream corn to the max, stay away from collabs." What do you think she meant by that?
I don't know.
If I have any advice to girls, unless you plan to do mainstream corn to the max, stay away from collabs. I don't. And it was another performer that retweeted, and that's how I saw it. And I just thought
I wouldn't agree with that.
The collabs, the safety protocol when you're going to work with them for the first time. How do you do about that? Does your significant other come with you, or do you ask your peers and say, "Hey, have you worked with this person before?" What's the deciding factor for you?
I like to do just do my due diligence, like know where you are and kind of know what you've done, like take a look at your persona, safety wise. My partner comes with me. We're always together.
Okay.
You know, I think
even on a major set.
That's usually a closed set.
Okay.
But you just vet them. You talk to like your agent. You can talk to people that they've worked with, that you're close with. You know, just try to get a good read on people. But I personally like to get a feel for someone myself.
Have you ever not collaborated or worked with somebody based off of what you've heard, or through somebody you've known based on what you've experienced? Because I've had both ends where they said, "No, I need to experience it myself," because some people they tend to stretch it or make it seem worse than what it was actually was, things of that nature.
Yeah, no, I haven't had that the opportunity to turn someone down for something like that yet. I just haven't run into it. Yeah.
What do you think that most of the men that subscribe to your content enjoy the most?
I think that they enjoy that I'm just very straightforward, no bullshit. I'm gonna say it like it is. I think men like that. It's not for everybody. Not everybody likes that.
Do you get requests? Do you give them like where you can pay to talk with me for 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Are you doing that? And then they ask you for requests. Do you get requests that you're like, "I'm not doing that"?
Like for customs and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And which ones won't you do?
Usually just the ones that are against like terms of service. You know, like, yeah. So I'm pretty freaky. I can get into pretty much everything. Even if I originally wasn't into it, most of the time, all of a sudden I'm like, "Ooh, I kind of like that."
So they ask you to do things with your straps and all that. You all for that?
Yeah.
You're all for
Yeah,
that.
solos, strap stuff, all for it. It's usually just when it hits some like weird gray area where you're kind of considering like, is that allowed on the platform? That's kind of when I back off. That's the terms of service.
So they give you restrictions on what you can?
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the things you cannot do? They should make scat something you shouldn't be
You
able to do.
can't do that
Okay, good.
on like OnlyFans. You can't do that. Don't think you can do that on Fansly. Like you can't pee on OnlyFans. There's no blood on. There's no knife play. There's no
did
like
not know
CNC.
this.
There's no cock and ball torture.
CNC. What is
Consensual non-consent.
Okay,
like
gotcha.
they don't like to play with anything fuzzy like that. That's not saying there's anything wrong with it.
Right.
It's just not allowed there, and so that's usually.
I saw a lot of performers like saying OnlyFans or go to this platform and things of that nature. What do you think is going to happen with OnlyFans now that the owner? I heard that Elon Musk wanted to buy it. What do you think when you hear that?
Is it legit? Is it a rumor? I don't know.
You don't know. Do you have yours across multiple platforms?
I do. I'm always trying to figure out like how I can expand the brand.
Interesting. Your response to people that say sex workers don't do real work?
Let's see you try it, baby. And I think all sex workers say the same thing. Oh, if it's so easy, let me see you try it. Yeah. Let's compare. Let's compare statistics in a couple months.
Are you editing your content too, or
yes?
Yeah. You do. What software do you use?
I usually use, I use a mix of everything, but I use Premiere Rush Pro, use DaVinci, use CapCut. You can, it just depends on what it is and what it was filmed on. Was it filmed on a camera? Was it filmed on a phone? Just.
Yeah. What have you gotten recognized in public? Mm-hmm. And how does that usually go? Do they say it to you after they leave, or
most of the time? You know what? I did have one very brave young man who.
Where were you at?
I was at the airport.
Okay.
And I noticed someone looking at me, and I made eye contact with him twice, I believe. And he walked up to me and he's like, "Are you Tiffani?" And I was like, "I am Tiffani." And he was like, "I'm a big fan." And I'm like, "Well, it's really a pleasure to meet you. Like, thanks for coming to say hi." I don't often get people that actually stop me and say anything. It's usually always in the DMs afterwards. And I'm like, well, you missed your chance.
So you call him brave because he actually.
Yeah. And I think they become like, just with the persona of like strapping everyone. I feel like it's a bit intimidating for some men. Not that they don't like it, but it's intimidating, and women with a very like aggressive stance or, RBF, it's hard. You got to give them credit where credit's due.
Have you had any stalkers?
People push lines. They push
online
lines.
or offline?
Thankfully for now, only online.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do? You just block them?
I keep my distance. You know what? I usually don't block them because I want to keep my eye on you just as much as you're keeping your eye on me. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to like keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Yeah. What's your go-to meal after a shoot?
Go-to meal. I just want some chicken and rice. Like Mediterranean food is great.
Grilled chicken?
Yeah, grilled grilled chicken shish kebabs with some rice.
How do you go about your diet, like to stay in shape? I mean, obviously exercising is a part of it, but what do you like eating? Do you have cheat days? What do you do?
Yeah, I have cheat days. I count my macros. So if it fits calorically into my diet, I can eat it.
So your cheat days, what are you going for?
Usually just, I usually have, it's not a cheat day. It's a cheat meal. It's just one. And try not to, I try to like take it away from like cheat meal and say like meal of enjoyment that you like really enjoy. Yeah.
And what?
Sushi. I love sushi.
That's cheating?
Yeah. Oh, pizza, tacos. I don't know. Just Italian food, steak. I love food.
You ever thought of food while you getting penetrated on set?
No, but right before.
It's time to stop the fuck.
I've had a girl tell me she was reverse cowgirl thinking tacos.
No. I love that. No, it's usually as soon as it's done, though, I'm like, damn, I could really use a burger. You know what I mean?
Have you been on a set? Because I heard like one of the girls like, I can't eat, but the guys will be there chowing away on set. You're not.
I'm not eating.
You have to. You don't want to look bloated or anything.
Nah,
right?
it's just that. It's not just that. Like I got like, I don't want bubble guts. I got a nervous stomach already. Like I'm good. I just need me a coffee. Most of the time, people on set are like, oh, what would you like for lunch? I'm like, don't bother. I'm just gonna have a coffee.
Order and then eat it after you're done.
No. Because at that point, it's been hours. It's cold. It's warm. I don't know. I just rather like move on.
Interesting. Tiffani Time joining us on the Bougie Show. If you could chop it up with a known figure from another industry, who would that be and why?
A known figure from another industry.
A well-known figure. How about that?
Just like chat?
Yeah, just if you could just, whether dinner, over breakfast, whatever. Just
you know what? I've always liked Denzel Washington.
And what would be the first question you'd ask him?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I might be starstruck for just a little bit. Yeah, just like listening to him, I'd probably be a little bit in awe.
Would you ask him about a role that he's played and how the mindset?
I don't know. I'd have to put some thought to that.
What's your favorite movie from him?
I'm not a movie buff. You can't do that to me. I'm not. I like
Man on Fire.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not like a movie buff.
Okay,
I don't know like lines and like titles of movies really. I just like the characters. You know what I'm saying? Like the general characters he plays. Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could give you more there.
When do you feel most free?
When do I feel most free? Usually when I'm on a hike. When I'm out.
Oh, that's right. You do the hiking. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Where do you? How do you? Is that something you have to really prepare for mentally? Or you just go?
No, I just go. But yeah, it does take like some physical preparation, depending on where you're going. Mentally, I don't think there's too much preparation. You just need to make sure you got like the appropriate stuff.
How do you go about deciding where you want to hike at?
I look on Instagram. Like Instagram's a great place to just like find new places, like look at different mountains, different countries. Yeah, I'll just travel.
And how far up do you go?
I've been all over. I actually started a YouTube channel just to broadcast it because I've been doing it for like 10 years, 11 years, hiking for like quite some time now, backpacking on the mountains overnight. So recently, I think about a year ago, I was like, I'm just going to share this with everyone. Like,
do you have a recording device on you? Like as you're climbing it up, like it's just like see like almost like a police officer with a camera?
So my partner films.
Oh,
my
so
partner,
he's hiking with you at the same time?
We're hiking together. It was always our favorite pastime. And then we turned it into, how can you market yourself with this? It's something you love to do, and a lot of people don't get the chance to go out of the country or out of the state, and they want to go places. So I love showing them like this is what's out here.
Interesting. The mantra slogan that you live by. For me is why put off for tomorrow when you can do it today.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Oh, okay. End goal for Tiffani time.
End goal for Tiffani time. I just want to be happy, and I want everything to be like stable and predictable.
Is that possible in life?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think we could all get kind of like close enough,
Have any of your friends been on the show? That you know of?
No, not that I believe so.
Oh, okay. All right. What made you decide to want to do this?
It's great. I saw a couple. I watched a couple. I watched Octavia Reds, and I thought that was cool. And her vibe is so genuine. It's so good. And I was like, okay. I liked the questions you asked.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start. We're gonna go ahead and rock with it.
All systems ready. Let's go.
It's time to nip it in the bud.
3, 2, 1.
On the Bougie Show.
It is time to nip it in the bud. What about the adult film industry? Does Tiffani time feel needs to be nipped in the bud?
What needs to be nipped in the bud? I think that there are a lot of people that have a lot of clout. So they feel like they can act a bit differently or be a bit more standoffish. And
are we talking at award shows or on set? What
just
do we?
all together, right?
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, people are just people.
That's
You're just another person.
Right.
And it's awesome that people have like all the accolades and but at the end of the day, they're just another person.
So you sense that when you.
Yeah, it would be nice if people would just be a bit more real.
Yeah,
that's all.
We can applaud that. So, have you done the award shows and stuff like that? And when you're walking through, what are you paying attention to?
I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm just trying to smile. I'm trying to look around and see, the happiness that it brings people. I like watching people have a good time.
Are people clicked up on like when you you got this click over here, that click over there, or is it just everybody's networking?
I think everybody's networking, and it's nice to see light being brought to the industry. So I'm just happy to see people having a good time and getting recognized for things that they do well.
You have any personal goals you want to achieve?
Of course.
What? Sure.
I mean, I guess that comes with accolades.
Yes.
For the longest time, my biggest thing was I wanted to work for kink.com. That was that was I wanted that so badly. I wanted to win an award, like an XMA award.
You've been nominated, so it takes time. But Jennifer White just won, and I think she said, what was it, 10 years? I don't know. She said 15 years took for her to get Performer of the Year.
Yeah, I don't know. I won my first XMA last year, and I worked for Kink last year, and I achieved all those goals that I set for myself, and I was really, really grateful for that.
Did you hear what happened at Exotica this weekend?
No.
With Violet Myers? And
no.
I guess some Christian guy I don't know how he got past her security, walked up to her, and then what was your daddy think of what you doing? Her dad is passed away. And I guess she just went berserk. And what do you think when you hear that? We get a lot of those comments well, how do you know who these people are? Why are you? If I'm not interested, I'm not leaving a comment underneath it. What do you? Usually those are the ones that are the biggest consumers of the product.
Yeah.
What do you think about hypocritical behavior?
Your haters are usually your biggest fans, and a lot of times those people that scout you out like that, they're trying to piss you off. They want to rage bait you. They want that reaction. It's sad, ain't it? It's a bit disheartening.
Yeah, it gets a little time. It's to me, it's lame because it's just like how you got this much time to sit in here and leave this comment. Like I don't have that luxury to just come on here and just say stupid shit.
Yeah, I don't have time. I don't have time for that, right?
When do you decide to respond to a comment? Like when is it? Because I'll snap back sometimes when they get slick out the mouth. I won't give it to if I'm doing it. If somebody else is controlling it, but if I see it personally, I'll say something slick.
Okay.
Like real fast. But when do you like? Okay, I'm not going for that.
If I find if a funny response just pops up in my head, that's what I'm gonna go with. If it makes me laugh, because most of the time they're saying all these things and it does not sway. It does not it does not sway me emotionally. Generally, if I'm able to laugh back somehow in some way or another, that's what I'll go with. But I'm really not trying to have arguments online. You know
I totally understand that. Totally understand that. Tiffani Time joining us on the Bougie Show. We're gonna start Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth is when I state things. If what I say is true, you say true. If it's false, you say false, and you can elaborate and explain why it's false. And if it's something you choose not to answer, you can say pass. Ready?
Yes.
You practice Kegel exercises.
True.
Okay. How often do you have to do that?
When I think of it. When I'm sitting around sometimes bored.
Are you mindful of it? Like, hey, same thing, I haven't worked out, or I haven't done shoulders, I haven't done back. It's the same thing, I haven't done Kegel?
Not particularly, no. But it's more like when I'm sitting for a long period of time, like, what can I do?
And what do you use weight? Because I was informed about this through a small, I call her firecracker, petite girl named Freya Von Doom. So I was interviewing her in Florida. She's a dominatrix also. Like she has clients. She says she has some of the wealthiest people paid to be dominated because everybody tells them yes. So then they pay her to dominate them. She told me about the Kegel exercises and she puts a weight. What do you do? How does it work?
So you can do it without anything. It's really
Okay.
You know what? There's this woman on TikTok who I guess that's her business or something. So sometimes you swipe through and she's like, I don't know, she's great. She's like, all right, it's that time. Are you guys ready? And she's like, on the count of 3, breathe in over the course, and she'll count you up like 3, 2, 1, and like you're just supposed to slowly like hold it, and she's like, now hold it and squeeze, and then she's like, she walks you through these patterns, and I think that's the coolest thing.
And you find it to be effective?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you never use weights or anything like that?
No, but they do have I do have this thing, I just haven't got to use it yet. And I don't know, this cool little gadget. I don't know, I think I haven't used it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's like a sensor, like a monitor. Okay. So it's like wrapped in silicone and you insert it. And it kind of like gauges, you can put an app on your phone and it gauges like how strong your contractions are. Yeah. Okay.
I've had a young lady and she didn't do much work in the mainstream in Florida, but she was married and her husband filmed her content while she's worked with Brickzilla and all that, and her husband's there filming it. She said she went to visit the gynecologist. She says her gynecologist went down and came back up and said, whoa. She says her holes remains open. Do you think that the question I'm ultimately asking you, do you think that because she didn't do Kegel exercises throughout, it got to the point where it did? Because I'm like, how does it not come back down? And she says, no, it doesn't. What do you think when you hear that?
I don't know. I mean, what kind of toys do you play with? Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Like, does she focus on taking like hardcore like?
She wanted the biggest
alien cocks and stuff like that.
She said nobody can make her tap out. They tried, but nobody. And her husband is there filming it.
Yeah.
So, but I don't understand how she says it doesn't. She calls it BPE, big energy. So she's all about that, but she says it doesn't come back down. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Have you heard of things like that before? No?
I've heard of some things. I've seen some really weird things too.
So you don't think there's something that led, like poor management of the vagina that led to that?
No, but it like I said, it just makes me think like what kind of massive alien cocks are you using?
A woman can have a child and they say it gets tighter.
Yeah, you go back.
So I don't understand.
It's a bounce back. I'm not sure. Okay. Do you do it on a daily basis? Twice a day?
I don't know.
That's what I'm
saying. That was You couldn't date someone who doesn't exercise.
That's true.
Okay, that's true. And do you find it because you want to enjoy that workout with you? Is it about that, or I need you to be on top of your game?
It says a lot about a person because it says a lot about a person's discipline and lifestyle, and It shows that like it's not always fun and games trying to get to the gym. It shows that like a level of commitment that you can do. Not only can you do like the easy things like have a glass of wine, but you can also like do the hard things that like your body is fighting against.
Gotta sweat it out.
You know
if I drink, I gotta sweat it out.
Yeah, like because I feel like that stuff is easy. Like I don't know. I think about it all the time. I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to like sit at home by the pool and have a glass of wine. And I'm like, no, bitch, you're supposed to get on the Stairmaster today. And that's the hard choice. So it shows you can make hard choices and you're disciplined.
You prefer to work out in the morning or evening?
Morning.
You can tell if a man wants to get pegged by without it being verbally said.
Most of the time.
How? That's true. Okay, so what gives you that?
They give me these fuck me eyes. You know what I mean? And then they start to do things.
Is it a submissive look or?
Yeah, it's almost like a lustful look, and then it usually comes with commentary like, yes, mommy.
You like to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a level of like obedience that they show, and also I throw jokes, right? Like I was raised with men,
yeah,
and a bunch of boys.
Yeah. So you know how we talk, all right?
Yeah, and they're pretty straightforward about it. There's usually no pussyfooting around.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, thanks. So I recently said to someone, they were like, "Do you fall in love easily?" And I was like, "No, wow, you trying to find out?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "Okay, all right."
When you do the men, do you like take off their clothes when they're coming in? Like you say, you're about to be the dominant Tiffany time. When do you take them? Do you tell them? Do you instruct them to take off their clothes, or do you take it off? How does this work?
I want them to take it off.
Okay, and you tell them in the order to take it off. Do you make them go shirt first, pants first?
Yeah, whatever. Shirt first. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes sometimes it depends. Like if I'm trying to humiliate you, I'll just have you get butt ass naked, throw your clothes on the floor, and I'll just walk all over them. It's just it's a mix between like humiliation and degradation. And like I'm dressed and you're naked.
Have you had men that still wear briefs? Or mostly boxers?
I've had, I've seen like talent that I've had that
wear briefs?
Like briefs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Older individuals or younger?
30s.
Wow, that's young. Yeah. Wearing briefs.
Yeah.
What do you think when you see it?
Like, I don't know, man. You do what you gotta do.
I had briefs on. This was years ago. I shared this with you. That probably was like 20 years ago. And I had briefs. I didn't know to wear boxers. She says, "You wear briefs?" She was getting ready to do her thing. I never wore briefs after that.
No.
I didn't realize, like, no.
You know what? If it makes you happy.
No, you're not supposed to wear briefs. Like your ass. I always, now when I see briefs, I think of Breaking Bad because that's how that shows like him in his briefs. So I don't know. Real quick, what's your favorite show of all time?
My favorite show of all time. Oh, you had me with some hard ones. I don't have shows like that. I don't know. Right now, it's The Boys. It's great. I love his milk obsession.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not here. I'm not like a huge movie buff. I'm so disconnected from TV.
You don't watch TV?
No.
Yeah, like me on the weekends.
Yeah.
I find a show. Okay, that's cool. That was just a random. You've pegged a man without lube before.
Yeah.
How?
Usually, I just make them get on their knees and
You
suck
see
it
the facial expression. You see
suck
it.
it until they're drooling, and then the cock is just
Wait.
covered.
What? They suck what? Run that by me again.
I said, if there's no lube, normally like I'll just have you get on your knees and then just suck it until you're drooling and it's all covered in spit.
Suck the strap.
Yeah. Suck,
okay.
Yeah. Suck it.
But how is that helping out the back door?
Because then it's gonna be covered. I mean, it's gonna be. I'm not trying to have you nicely suck it. I'm trying to face the shit out of you until
you're
you
talking
are
about-
drooling.
okay.
Yeah. And then I'll use that. You know what I'm saying?
The saliva, and then go right in his booty. That's
Incredible.
crazy work. When you're pegging, you ever had something where you have to like put the tennis ball in their mouth, like they biting down on it?
A ball gag?
Yeah.
Ball gags are fun. Yeah, ball gags are fun. Usually when I'm just trying to shut them up. Like if I don't like the noises they're making. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or they're bratty and they like want to spit and like talk shit back. Yeah, I don't need it.
And how do you know? Like what's the money shot with that? when you're blowing out a man's back.
There's
like,
so many ways to do it.
How does this work? Give me a little
like
detail.
the money shot. Like it depends on what kind of like what you want the ending scene to be. Like what position is it in? You know what I mean? There's a great money shot. Like if you're pegging, you can put the camera underneath so that you can like see my strap going in, but like his balls are hanging and he's just fucking all over the phone.
So they do come from the organ.
Of course.
How does it work? Is it like a cream like it comes out of the? Is it?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. They just A lot of guys find it difficult to achieve.
Are you rimming them?
Depends who it is.
Have you found that a lot of men don't know how to clean their backside? Because that's something
Yeah. I'm not sure. Well, not in person. I actually haven't had that experience, but more on camera, like like video calls and stuff like that. Like that's what they want from me, and I'm like, all right, spread your cheeks for me, and I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah. The smell? Jesus Christ.
It's time to stop the fuckery.
You require them to shave? Like I had one girl, she's like, you gotta shave, no hairy butthole. Matter of fact, she's coming today. Rachel Cavalli. I interviewed her 5 years ago. She told me that.
I tell men to like, if you're trying to send me like pics of your slutty pictures, you're trying to spread your cheeks for me, please like shave your asshole.
Do you do cock rating?
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Like when do you give a 9, a high ranking?
Okay. A lot of it has to do with the photos that you're sending me. Like if you're laying in bed and like your room's a mess and it's just a picture, but I can see everything else and it's just not well kept, like it's not gonna add to the value of that. I'm looking for like a good photo, like a good portrait. You know what I mean? I'm looking for great lighting. I want to see it like stand up. I'm trying to look and see. I usually go over like, are you manscaping? Like, do you look like you use lotion? I was
going to ask you that. Have you ashy Venus? Have you gotten those?
Oh yeah.
And what do you give them a low rating? You tell them why?
Yeah. And then I always give everybody, because most of the time, like those ratings don't come with a pop shot. And I need that pop shot to give you the ultimate rating.
Oh, so you make them they get the whacking.
Yeah. Like I'll
and
give
you.
You.
See
like
how
I can give
how
you.
It shoots out. What do you?
Yeah.
Do you require them to sit down and do it, or are they standing up?
It like I'll rate it without. Okay. I'll give you like I don't know, maybe a 7 or an 8 or a 4.
Based on
and
how
then I'll say, hey, you didn't show me the pop shot. So if you are looking to improve your score, you have. I feel like a teacher, like doing extra credit. You could get a little extra bonus points by sending me that, and if I like it or not.
What about humiliations? Like the ones that I've had a lot where they say the men aren't even necessarily small, but they still want to be degraded. Do you do that also?
Fuck yeah.
Can you give me a go-to line?
Go-to line.
When you're just degrading the man's. You tell me it's a micro. What do you tell me? You can never satisfy me with that. What is it?
Yeah. Those are all great, but like I like oh wow, look at that little pathetic cock of yours. Do you want daddy to show you what a real dick looks like? And then I like to hit him with my strap.
You refer to yourself as daddy?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you pull out a strap?
Yeah, and I'm like, yours could never, It's great.
Is your significant other laughing when you're doing this? Is he in the room, or that's your time?
It's usually my time, but sometimes, like, I don't know, at this point, I say things all the time. Like, there is no right or wrong time. My thoughts are coming out, People, if they're listening in, they can hear it.
All right, back to moment of truth. Your eyeballs feel displaced after a money shot to the face.
Nah.
You keep your eyes open?
Yeah.
I've had some say they keep it closed, but it
depends.
burns.
There's like a shock too, though. Like if you accidentally close them, because it's just like that shock, like initial reaction.
Do you swallow?
Yeah.
And have you had? I've heard good and bad. You can always tell a person's how they eat. The worst I've heard is like it tastes like battery acid, and pineapples is when it's good. How do you rate it? Like the ones that are bad, what do you refer to it as?
I haven't had that many bad ones, to be honest. I don't think I've ever experienced like a load that was like not in the industry anyway, where I was like, wow, this isn't like tasty as fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet. Don't jinx me, man.
Yeah, I promise I'll try that too. Cock slapping the kitty cat turns you on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's true. Most of the time, you want to go home and sleep after a shoot.
No. I'm trying to fuck.
Okay, you want to continue. Do you use edibles? What do you do? What's your thing?
I don't.
You smoke?
I don't.
Vape? No,
I don't
nothing?
have a thing.
No, nothing.
I like. There's a time and a place for all the things, but I don't have a thing.
Yep, got you. You are usually raggedy looking when you go into the grocery store. No.
Not really.
Still.
Yeah, I always look good.
You've had a male performer ignore your double tap.
A male performer ignore my double tap? Don't think so.
You've ran from D. So that's false. And then now you've ran from D.
Yeah.
Okay, why did you run? Was the
It
position
just ain't my
uncomfortable?
type. I just don't want it.
No, I don't mean run. I mean during intercourse, like you know what I said, and like it might be uncomfortable, and like you're hitting the cervix, like
yeah.
Have you had that?
Actually, I mean, yeah. When you're performing with performers with like, real big cocks. I try to like. I'll sometimes like you can't help it. Like your reaction is to like kind of lift it yourself up a little to try and like.
What in most of the position where it hits differently? What is that? That's that missionary. Is that back shots?
It could be anything. It could be anything, I think. But the most recent for me was when Isaiah was real deep and I tried to like pop off of it a little bit.
From the back?
No, I was on top. And then Hollywood Cash was standing over me and he like had my shoulder and he's like, nah, get back on there.
But I thought you were in control of it when you're on top. Because then you can control.
Yeah, but there were two guys there though. So like, you know what I mean?
Was it a DP occurring?
It wasn't a DP.
Okay.
It was just a 2-man.
Okay.
So they were there to like, moral support each other. It was pretty cool.
So you tried to come. Okay, got you.
Yeah, tried to come up a little bit, and Hollywood Cash is like, "Nah, you get back down there." Like, a gentle push on the shoulders. It was hot. Yeah.
How long? You said that was 45 minutes. That one?
I think so.
Okay.
I think their scenes are about 40 minutes now.
Zero tolerance for a man that can't gather an erection on set.
No.
upset?
I have patience. I have a lot of patience.
Are you familiar with Fluffer? Will you assist the male talent if they are struggling?
Yeah, if you're cool, if you ask, like you can't expect that from me. That's not my job.
That's not your job.
But if you ask, and of course, I don't mind.
Okay. So that is false. The worst pipe you got came from a male performer and not a civilian.
Yeah.
What made it bad?
It just wasn't good. It just.
What makes it not good?
The very selfish, just very selfish.
Oh,
like
just out to please himself.
I'm trying to get it, and that's it. That's
Jackrabbit?
all that matters.
Is that type of thing?
That too. Just someone. Cock size. Just. It was all.
Are you
size queen?
Yeah. Because there's two sizes. There's industry size and then there's normal size.
Yeah.
Because I heard I'm a size queen for regular world, but that
There
is
a middle actually.
Okay.
There is a middle in between there that I prefer.
Okay. Yeah. So you said that guy was okay. So you say his size and how he was.
He just wasn't hitting it. Yeah, it just wasn't hitting. It was doing nothing for me, and I couldn't.
This is a well established.
I wouldn't say well established. Not in mainstream. Just creator.
And you saw their work prior to performing with them. What made you decide to?
That's
it looked better than what it was in real time.
So so this is actually that was actually the first. My first experience.
You were just learning.
And I was like, "Yep, won't ever make that mistake again." And that is why I said everyone should do their due diligence.
And what do you now that? So what do you look? What makes you know that no, that's not going to work for me?
It's you could say it's cock size, or you could purchase a video and watch it, or see if you could find a video of them performing and try to gauge that performance, like if it's
so Twitter's not enough for you. You actually go and watch it in its entirety.
It depends.
Okay.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on how much you post, because not everybody posts everything on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about these well-established performers not tagging? I've been seeing that go on with other, people complaining about it. Yeah. Particularly the men not tagging the woman. What do you?
Yeah, I think the tagging is the nice thing to do, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
If you work with somebody, why not? If I'm willing to be intimate with you, but I won't tag you, it makes no sense.
Or at least tag me in the comments. Yeah, that's cool, because that's what I would do for you.
Are you signed to an agency at this time? Who?
OC Modeling.
OC Modeling. So because somebody had to correct me last night. No, it's not. It's 101 modeling. When you see that in AMA and you hear these girls coming out and saying, hey, these guys aren't professional, they blackball you, etc. And some of these people have been on the show, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
What do you think when you see and
It's
hear
awful. It's horrendous. Thankfully, I've never had that experience. I don't want to. I feel very sorry for all of the people that had to deal with that, because that kind of treatment is just
What do you
disrespectful.
think? Like, why would an agent want to sleep with their client? Like, you don't mix the money with the honey.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
I don't know, but they're not very professional. You know.
One thing I heard, Brazzers has like a human resource department. Now I think if the industry, like, I'm not gonna say this person's name, but there was a guy who had spent time in prison that was in the industry for about 3 years, and he was begging to come on the show. And I'm so glad that I didn't interview him. Come to find out, he had a rape charge and he had been in prison, and now Hussey was like, oh, we're gonna start doing background checks.
I think I low key heard of this.
Yeah. So yeah, and the thing is like, okay, well, I was even talking with Erica about it, and she was like, sometimes these people felons, they can't get no jobs, so they come in this industry, but there still needs to be a pre-screening, especially when you're dealing with women.
For sure.
You understand? Even women are they have to come on a podcast. They're so on high alert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's crazy that it's gotten to that point where
crazy.
they don't even, you know what I'm saying? So
but you know what? There should be. And
you'll be respected by other industries. Have layers of, you know what I mean? So I think that's something they need to nip in the bud on my end, like that I see. Like, you guys need to do a better pre-screening. Everybody shouldn't just be able to get in.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So, Tiffani time, we're finishing up Moment of Truth. You have shot a scene and wish you would have canceled it after. It was that same guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Did it sell well?
Not for me. And then he went out and sold it like for some bootleg prices, and I just the level of disrespect. Yeah.
How many years ago was this that this occurred?
3.
You've grown an appreciation for a sexual act that you didn't necessarily enjoy the earlier stages of your adult film career.
Yeah.
What is that act?
Honestly, it's more like fetish stuff. But I very much like being more submissive. The more I play with it, to the right person, I really quite like it. Like,
getting into a character mode.
Getting into a character mode, but just being more on the submissive side
because you're usually dominating.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and that's my personality.
Okay,
It always kind of has been.
Yeah, I can sense that. Yep.
But but I really do like to switch, and I love like if a man would just like wear some like hot boots and just let me like fucking grind on those boots while he looks down at me, like that degradation there.
Grind
like,
on the boots?
Yeah, like just imagine it, like a hot dominant man with like a pair of like leather boots on.
Okay.
And just
But
like
naked?
Wait,
when you say grind on them, you mean grind? Oh, you okay? Got you.
I mean me, like
okay.
just like on the floor, just like grinding on those boots and like being looked down at is just I'm starting to get really far into that submissive thing in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
You've got burned as a performer.
Burned.
STD, gonorrhea, chlamydia.
Yeah.
Okay, and most people say You are innocent off camera.
I'm not innocent.
Okay, so that's false.
That's false.
If a woman is silent throughout intimacy, there is a problem.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Depends on the woman.
Okay.
You ain't gonna catch me being quiet.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
not
never
gonna happen. You've been turned down by a man before.
Turned down by a man? I've never been turned down by a man.
I believe you. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever initiated the attraction project like hey,
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I think women should do that more often.
Hell yeah.
Because men, I know women don't want to take the chance of worry about being rejected, but how many times does a man turn down a woman even to that, well, I'm not just interested? Like, they'll still find a way because they're going to find it flattering. But why don't women, why? Is it just have to be that way for the man? They just accustomed to that?
It's nice. I think it's nice when men are outspoken and they know what they want and they go after it. But I think it's equally just as nice when a woman is very confident in what she wants and she's going to have it.
Yeah.
One particular time I had said to someone, I don't know what you wanted from me, but I just wanted to have sex and go to the gym with you.
All right. Jealousy is real in the adult entertainment field.
Of course it is.
Do you notice it more with the women or on both sides?
I think it's on both sides, but I am a woman, so from a woman's perspective, like jealousy is real.
18 is too young to become an adult performer.
In my personal opinion, if I would put myself at 18 in my shoes now, I would have no business in it. Yeah. So I would say that 18 may be a bit too young.
They should change the law. Like, you should be coming out of high school. Your brain is still.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for everyone. You know what I mean? Can't speak for everyone, but in my opinion, yeah, if you can't drink until 21, like
shouldn't be able to walk in a room full of men.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
You sometimes think to yourself, I wonder how all this is going to play out. Usually I get but I mean true, but
I feel like I have a good idea of how it's gonna play out.
Okay.
I've got a plan, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How long do you want to ride this out?
I
you
love
taking care
this.
of yourself? Okay.
I love this, so I can do it for as long as it makes me happy.
What does Tiffani Time say to the young man or woman contemplating on joining the adult film industry?
You know, I'm really a fan of like pursuing other things as well. So I would say an education is important. Make sure that you have other skills, you know, because with everything that's changing, politics, all kinds of things, like you never know who's safe and what's safe and what's not. So I would also say have a backup plan.
Well, we know sex ain't going nowhere. It could be the biggest
True.
recession in the world.
That's true.
One thing that's going to keep going is
Yeah.
taxes and goddamn sex. All right.
That's it.
This is a great interview, very informative, I hope. Because one of the things I like because I didn't ask to be in the adult film industry, it kind of just happened. But that's a story for another day. But humanizing and why performers should understand, because you're viewed as an object, a desire, so they don't see the human side. So now when you come on there, it's good and bad, because now what they thought it was, it's something else, and then what they thought it was is something else, and both sides of the fence. Moral of the story is, when you come across very authentic and real, and I think performers need to understand that you can gain so many more subscribers when they feel like, damn, I'm spending my money with somebody that actually acknowledges and feels it, and it's just not taking another dollar. Is that something you keep in mind when you are like making sure that they feel satisfied?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you do to make sure that they are content? Like, okay.
So I make authentic content.
Okay.
It's authentic to me.
Okay.
And if I wouldn't do it off camera, then I wouldn't do it on camera. So I really stand by that, and you know, doing what's authentic to you and what you like, and that comes across better to your fans because they know that you're really enjoying yourself. You're not just click and record on something just to please a bunch of people. You're really in it.
Can you let the audience, the camera is yours, something rare about yourself? You could tell.
Is there something rare about myself? There's definitely more than meets the eye. I know a lot of people just see a adult performer, but there's so much more behind that. And I think that's rare to me, but that's also that's rare to all performers. You know,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tiffani Time is in the building. Great interview. I think they're gonna have a more understanding of who you are, sense of who you are, and great interview. High five.
Thank you.
We are checking out. It's the Bougie Show. Tiffani Time up in this hole. Yeah.
It's the Bougie Show with Zay the DJ.
Time.
But that was an hour and 14.